Definitely not. In the end, what suddenly got a brand new meaning when CSK played its last league match in the IPL 2020. Well, of course, 2020 definitely not a normal year. Who would have thought that COVID-19 or coronavirus would have such a strong, unimaginable effect on entertainment, education, employment, and a lot more. However, this COVID-19 would affect CSK in cricket and IPL. We never ever thought so. But very wisely they say, and on that thought we start our show, that all is well that ends well. Is this the end of something we saw or the beginning of something that we have not seen but wish to see? To talk about all this and in depth, we have with us our cricket expert. But before that, the Muthoot Group principal team partners of the Chennai Super Kings presents Beyond the Boundary, and I present Shailaja. Welcome, Shailaja.
Lovely.
Good to see the yellow after the league matches. Very good to see the yellow. Okay, first of all, you know what? First time we already decided that, number finals we thought so much.
Yes.
But cricket a lesson for life. It's not just a sport, it's a life lesson. You are going to fall down no matter how good you are, and you will have to bounce back.
Exactly.
Right?
Correct.
So when we look back, definitely not when there were good news in there. That was the good news.
Yeah.
Made a lot of people happy. But adhe samayathile people are looking at this and saying, oh my God, we're going to have a young, fresh team. Now what is this? Definitely not a good idea. And there are two sides to the story, but emotional agam. Let's talk today on the logic, fact and the future of CSK. So we start with you, 2020. Start out the Munadi one, a very different team. We had, a lot of courage, hope. We still have hope and belief. Mm-hmm. But this was not a perfect 2020 for us by far.
Correct.
So, Ninga reflect பண்ணும்போது CSK in IPL 2020, your thoughts firstly.
See, firstly, during the auction, India it was as it is. It was that is the plan. Correct. So I wouldn't say probably that should have affected, but CSK they didn't really expect playing in Dubai in UAE wickets. So when they took the team, they would have wanted to play in Indian conditions.
Number checkbox condition slow, on the tracks.
Yeah. So that would have been in mind, but then everything came as a shock after COVID. The whole world literally, we know what and all happened. So yes, I think CSK started with a win. They ended also with a win. So that is
in between, but don't talk about it.
In between was a roller coaster ride, but I think every team in this IPL season literally had a roller coaster ride. Even until the tail end of the league phase, we were not able to say
who's coming, who's going. Because
exactly.
Every match changed the results dynamically.
Yeah.
But do you think, looking at the positives, as you always say, has CSK peaked a bit too late? Yeah, finding the right people. It's a team sport, but of course it's combination as well.
Yeah.
The opening combination, bowling combination.
Absolutely.
So do you think we finally found the opening combination at the very end, and we still didn't get the right bowling combination till 2021 maybe? I don't know.
Well, I think CSK kind of failed more in the batting department through the tournament when compared to the bowling department. So I think, finally we did find a good combination, especially with respect to the opening partnership and all that. When Rutraj did really get going, he was, I think he's unstoppable. That is a quality that many of the CSK players have it in them. But the inability to find the combination, more so because the team did not get to play together for a good amount of time because of quarantine and because many of them tested positive. So they did face a lot of challenges that rest of the teams did not face. So I think despite that, they have they have played very good cricket. So I think I take it as a positive from CSK.
We always wanted 2020 to end. We can't wait for 2021 to begin. Come on, bring on one more IPL. We'll show you the real CSK. Okay, before we move on to 2021, complete our new year. And some people say complete our new team. So what should we hold? What should we change? ஏன்னா செல்வாட்டி சொல்லுவாங்க because of one bad thing you can't change everything. Yeah, it's been going on right. So என்ன change ஆகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி before we discuss that, let's talk about what went right and what went wrong. நீங்க பார்க்கும்போது 2020ல கண்டிப்பா சில positives இருக்கு. As a common man, as a cricket lover, நீங்க ஒரு cricket expert, I'm a lover. I see Sam Curran as a wonderful prospect. I see Raidu as someone who people had written off, but he's here to stay.
Terrific.
So I see a few things. Gaikwad at the end is a man that you're going to have with you for a very, very long time.
Correct.
Like a Dravid, like a Rahane, he's going to be there. So this is my opinion. நீங்க சொல்லும்போது what are the positives and what do you think really didn't work at all?
Yes, you named a few like Rutraj Gaikwad is I think the find of the tournament for CSK and Sam Curran again find of the tournament for CSK. Sam Curran has been able to perform throughout the tournament even when the rest of the team was not in a good shape. He did his best match after match. So I think
batting irunda, bowling irunda, fielding irunda, opening, lower order, everything.
Yeah, he kind of filled in Bravo's space when he was not available. Also, CSK did miss out on a few players. We can talk about that. But on taking on the positives, I think Faf was consistent. He was really consistent with the bat. Again, more like Sam Curran when nobody else was performing. Faf did really. He kind of pulled the team off.
Correct.
Shane Watson did chip in here and there. Dhoni also mentioned that when Ravindra Jadeja is playing, he didn't have a company, a partnership, someone to hold on to that partnership. Which is why he couldn't build like a larger innings. In terms of bowling, Deepak Shah has done a brilliant job.
Reliable opening bowler. Do you think we missed that magical spinner? We never had that one spinner to dominate because of course Jadeja Vandanga, he did his job, but not a complete spin bowler.
Yes, absolutely. I think CSK lacked that. Piyush Chawla is very experienced. He's for KKR in the earlier seasons he has performed really well. But I think CSK would want to have a youngster. Again, to see it in a longer run, they want to have a go-to spinner at any point of time.
Correct.
So I think that's something that CSK lacked. Wherein if you see Chahal, RCB is able to bring him at any point of time and is going to pick wickets for the team. So I think CSK needs such game changers for especially in the spin department.
Right. So இது வந்து நம்மளோட தேவைகள். We need this for the next. But in the full lineup-ல வந்து ஒரு பேர் நீங்க வந்து மென்ஷனே பண்ணல. பொதுவா வந்து we don't submit a sentence without the name Dhoni. ஆனா positives-ல வந்து which was left to the expert, neither the batting, neither the captaincy, neither the decisions. And the what varla. I would like to discuss Dhoni in this IPL because emotional factor was very, very high. Pressure also on the man was very high like always. Another future of Dhoni as a captain, as a cricketer, definitely not the end. அவர் வந்து clear-ஆ சொல்லிருக்காங்க. But what is the next step? அது வந்து from the expert we'll find out. Stay locked in my friends. And நீங்க வந்து பார்க்க போறீங்க some very interesting stuff. No matter victory or defeat, highs or lows, CSK நான் வந்து கெத்து தாங்க. பாருங்க ஒரு குட்டியான trailer of Chennai கெத்து and a lot more coming up. The Muthoot Group principal team partners of the Chennai Super Kings presents Beyond the Boundary. Dhoni's future and women's IPL shall be discussed and some shocking facts will be revealed, I think, by Shailaja.
Superstar. Yaare நம்ம Dhoni sir.
They much are listen, he's a magician behind the wicket. Or is it a decision? Take pride in the yellow. He's a king amongst regular fellows. With a helicopter for the whole stadium goes. MS Dhoni, Dhoni, MS Dhoni, MS Dhoni, MS Dhoni, Dhoni, MS Dhoni. Pure vanda pure, uchagam konda CSK pure mass.
The Muthoot Group principal team partners of the Chennai Super Kings presents Beyond the Boundary. இப்போ வந்து we know it very very well that CSK is not a team of 11 people. It's a team of a city. It's a team of the state. It's a team for the country and the world. So many people love this. So I would like to know from you, நீங்க வந்து என்ன feel பண்றீங்க about CSK in 2020 and CSK in 2021? உங்க point of view வந்து என்ன changes நீங்க எதிர்பார்க்கறீங்க? Who is the person you think should not play again? Who is the person you think should be retained? And what went wrong? What should be rectified? எப்படி தோனியே சொன்னாங்க, தலை சொன்னாங்க, there are too many holes in the ship. அது வந்து rectify பண்ண வேண்டி இருக்கு. Let's talk about Dhoni because this is a discussion that many people don't want to have now because the heart says something and the mind says something else, Shailaja. So let's talk about Dhoni, the Dhoni factor.
My heart and mind says the same. He is amazing, and without Dhoni, I think if you're talking about 2021 IPL, I think Dhoni is the person who is going to work around kind of setting up the core team as to what sort of youngsters has to join the team and all that. So I think he has a larger role to play more so because they have had a very bad season.
In the strategic planning, Dhoni has a very important role, inclusive of Fleming and the core team. Of course, he's got a very important role and one of the best brains, best minds in the game of cricket vandu Dhoni. Right, Dhoni as a player na kekra. Look at the batting stats, not too high. One bad year, okay. Captaincy, some people said the decision making should have been a lot more sharper, be it the opening changes right in front, pursuing with Murli Vijay, not experimenting with the Dhoni, with the Watson and Faf pair too much. So that is one thing. The number of chances he gave Kedar Jadhav, was it validated or not? So and the மாதிரி நிறைய questions இருக்கு. Some good decisions, some really not. அந்த DRS வந்து Dhoni review system இந்த வாட்டி work out நிச்சயமா ஆகல. It pains the heart, it worries the mind. But we need clarity for the future.
Well,
Dhoni as a player.
Yeah, I think DRS when you mention, I think he is also human.
Of course.
We are so used to that Dhoni review system, but yeah. He is human and mistakes do happen. So I think it's quite natural in a game of cricket or any game for that matter. They did come out of quarantine. I think that did play a really big role. And when somebody like Murli Vijay is not able to perform, then he has to go for another youngster. When Rutraj did not perform, a lot of people did not perform. A lot of people did not step up. So I think I wouldn't say captaincy was a problem. The individuals not stepping up and
at the right
taking
time
the responsibility.
was the problem.
Yeah. That was the problem.
Kandipa, we cannot ignore one name when it comes to IPL 2020 CSK. Yaar solunga papo. Starts with a K, with a J, Kedar Jadhav. Okay. Look, he's a great cricketer. I mean, நீங்களே சொல்லிருக்கீங்க, what a dynamic game changer he can be. In fact, வந்து CSK didn't have that game changer element.
Correct,
okay.
correct.
At the start, வந்து Raina factor இருந்தது, Harbhajan Singh factor இருந்தது. Let's be honest, I think we missed both of them.
Very much.
Avangaloda
Very
presence,
much,
experience would have added a lot of value.
Absolutely. We spoke about not having someone to go to as a spin bowler. I think Harbhajan was the person and he was not available for the season. I think missing out on the top players was a big setback for CSK right in the beginning of the tournament. So yes, competition. Jadhav again. Yeah, I know how curious you are too. Yeah, Kedar Jadhav, I think, yes, later in the tournament when he was dropped again, he was brought back. I think that was questionable again. But when Jagdishan did perform in his first chance, they shouldn't have taken a chance again to drop him and bring back Kedar Jadhav. So I think, yes, questionable. Yes, a lot of captains do make a lot of decisions, questionable, arguable. But then when the whole team is not performing, I don't want to pinpoint only on that particular thing.
Is jersey number 31 then the future? Rutraj Gaikwad, jersey number 31.
Absolutely. I think
I'm feeling so proud, ma. Let's end the show with that sentence. Okay.
So absolutely, because 3 matches he opened, and if you see CSK won by like 9 wickets, 6 wickets, 7 wickets. So I think that is the kind of start he's able to give.
Correct.
And
solid foundation.
Yeah. Earlier we've spoken about the importance of having a good start, a good partnership up the order, which is very crucial for any team. That is the key. So I think in the last 3 games we were able to see that in Rutraj. And if had he been able to perform in the earlier games, because Rutraj got his chance in the second and third game itself. So had he been able to perform in those games, the fate of CSK
different.
would have probably changed. Because if you see the points table, if CSK
one
had,
match,
yeah,
one
matter
or
of
two
one
matches
game.
had we'll be right up
Absolutely.
there.
Seriously.
And எனக்கு வந்து ஒரே ஒரு பாயிண்ட் டக் டக்னு தோணு வந்து Deccan Chargers ஓட we'll drop Shikhar Dhawan 3
Correct,
times and
correct,
simple catch it.
correct.
That for me was we dropped the chance to go to the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Anyway, last question to you before we wind things up on this part of the CSK's journey. My question to you would basically be 2021. Who are the players you definitely don't think will be a part of that?
I think Murli Vijay. It's been a while and he's performed a lot better in Test cricket. So I don't know how he fits in to T20 cricket, and I don't think I mean. Talking about this season, I think he didn't really find a spot in the team. So I think going by having a better team, a brighter team, a younger team, I think
Murli Vijay
will have to
be, yeah.
sit out, and Shane Watson again. I'm really glad that he did kind of pull the team together at here and there, but again, age is a factor. So yeah.
But you do see Faf continuing.
And Kedar Jadhav again.
Yeah. But you see Faf continuing, you see Bravo still in the thick of things.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Faf has been the star performer for CSK.
Yeah.
I don't find reason why he wouldn't be playing in 2021.
You know, one man who never got a chance to play, he was on the ground, ana vibe kadikla, and we didn't even speak about him, the Imran Tahir. That's a guy who I think was very, very underutilized, as we all feel. So
very underutilized because of the
conditions and also the 4 restriction
the limit of
players.
only 4 international players playing.
Will he be still there?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Because if they are planning for a core team, I think again they're going to play in India.
In India, that's
so
where it's
yes,
concerned.
it is going to work. Yeah, and
can't wait for April 2021. Hey, thank you. Of course, and amongst all of this, we do have things to say, and it's not that they always say result will always make an effect. Whatever the result is has an effect on things. But the result that we saw through 2020 for CSK is not going to affect the love, the faith, the confidence, and the feelings and the hope that we have for Team CSK. But well, the journey of IPL is still very much on. Thank you very much, Shailaja. Is there any message you want to give to the other teams? Is there any message that you want to give to the people who love CSK so much but will be very disappointed? You have any message for them?
Well, I think the people the fans of CSK will be kind of happy because they kind of ended with a victory. And CSK is the kind of team that will bounce back. When they did not play for 2 years, they did come out and go on to win the trophy, and then even last year they did come on to play the finals. So that is the brand of cricket that CSK plays. That is the quality of cricket CSK plays, and I think they're going to make us all more joyful and make us all celebrate a lot more in the next season. Yeah.
So the whistles will continue.
Definitely.
You know to whistle or not?
No, I don't.
Okay, please learn before April 2021.
I'm going to learn before the next season starts.
Thank you very, very much. On that note, my friends, like we always say, wear the yellow, let the whistle blow. So what if things didn't work out in our favor? Because that only means things are going to get better, yellower, brighter, and the roar will get louder. The Muthoot Group Principal Team Partners of the Chennai Super Kings presents Beyond the Boundary. As of now, we're out of this boundary.